this is that point where there's a crossroads, and I'm not going to apologize for putting you in a difficult predicament, but this is the point where you have to choose this day who you're going to serve.
Come on,
because when you're posed with such a question, how does God desire to use you? Either you're going to be used by him or you're used by someone else. I won't say who or what. He doesn't deserve any praise. Quite frankly, if we're going to get really real about this thing, what does it say in Galatians 22 about the fruit of the Spirit?
That's right.
All right.
It says elsewhere, I'm the true vine. And here we talk about in Galatians 5 and 22, I am the fruit of the Spirit.
Come on.
Why? What good is fruit while it lives?
Come on.
Oh, don't worry. I see confused faces. I'll break that down real quick. Fruit has one of two uses. Either A, it's going to be consumed, or B, it's going to die, fall off the vine, wither and rot, and therefore its seeds will create a new.
Watch yourself.
All right.
Come on. Woo. I got you.
All right.
Nice.
So if it hasn't been consumed, it's meant to propagate, create more of itself.
Yes.
It's meant to grow in a fertile place. Well, why do you say that? Because the tree that was growing there already obviously had fertile ground. So
come on,
to grow, it has to have seeds falling nearby.
All right.
Come on.
You ask, how does God desire to use you? It's saying, what seeds has he planted in you or around you to either A, nourish you, or grow up those around you that can help you grow?
That's good.
All right.
That's good.
Amen.
Come on.
All right.
All right, we're now on top of that. Yes, there's more. On top of that, let's take a couple other things into account. When I thought on that question, I said, Lord, what are you doing? Where are you taking me? How do you desire to use me? Well, I think I know how you desire to use me. Oh, well, do you? Because quite frankly, remember when you used to dream. Remember when the things you used to ask. Remember when you were a child and someone asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? How there was a sense of fancy in your voice. There was an excitement and a glee about what you may become. But quite frankly, we get a little bit older, we go through our trials, our tests, our storms, and then what we want to do, where we think we're going, gets fashioned into this little itty bitty space. Right? And even the things we ask God for are sitting inside this little itty bitty space.
That's
danger, doctor. Come on.
So we take away the power of God by ignoring the fact that we can ask what we will.
That's what he said.
Yep.
You in the book?
Come on.
Well, not because you asked now.
Okay.
Yes.
And then how about this other piece? Because I can see there are a few moments of silence going on, and I don't want you to marinate on just that alone. Quite frankly, let's take another look at this thing. If I'm asking what God desires to use me for, let's look at who he's already used.
All right.
Maybe we get an understanding of how we might be used and in what ways we might be used by looking at who he's already used.
All right.
Okay, well, how about I'm going to take a little shepherd boy, a little ruddy thing, and quite frankly, I'm going to take him from tending sheep and give him a rod, defeat an army, and become a king. How about I'm going to turn a people, a chosen people,
Come on, son.
to slavery. They're going through, but at the end of this, I've already set a way out of it.
Thank you, Lord.
All right.
I've already set deliverance, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to make it so miraculous no one will deny who was on their side.
Come on now.
I'm going to take slaves and bring them to promise. How about I'm going to take a child, set that child in a river.
Right.
I'm going to set that child in a river, meant to be left for dead.
That's right.
I'm going to have him raised by a king.
That's right.
I'm going to have him leading a people to freedom in my name, my glory. I'm going to make him an awesome sight and sound in the face of my people. Now, how does he desire to use you?
All right.
How does he desire to use you? Hearing these things, do you still desire to sit in the same place, sit with the same praise? Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You got it, Doc. You got it.
Do you really want to be the same?
You preaching good.
Or do you want to actually go somewhere?
Come on.
All right.
By the way, if we're going to break that down a little bit, you have all these different modes of transportation. But if you don't choose the right one, you ain't going nowhere.
Watch yourself.
All right.
I can't get in the car and get into China because it's over the ocean. I have to get my plane. So if I'm not taking the right mode of transportation, I'm never going to get anywhere. If your praise is stationary, how do you expect to go?
Hey!
All right.
Oh, that's good.
If your hopes are set in muck and mire, how do you ever expect to step out into any promise that God has for you?
All right.
That's good. Jesus.
Come on.
Now we're going to take one more example, and quite frankly, I really love this one. How about he could take a few words from a few anointed, there were multiple, and he could create a child with no father of this earthly world. He could make a child from a virgin.
All right.
All right, Doc. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right.
And remember, I said we go back to Luke 4:25. I said we go back to it. See, in that was pointed back to prophecy of Isaiah. Isaiah left prophecy for us, explaining the exact length of ministry. Well, how did he do that? In that, he explained clearly that this is going to last 3.5 years. Now, how did he lay that out? He laid that out by giving an example of another instance. See, when Elijah shut up the heavens to tell King Ahab a little something about the way he was acting. When he did that, that was an example that was meant to show the heavens are shut up. There will be no rain for 3.5 years.